Crim law, merger. Our rule script is the doctrine of merger states that a lesser offense merges into the greater offense if the greater offense includes all elements of the lesser. Best way to describe this is by example. For example, best one, larceny, trespassery, unlawful taking of the personal property of another with intent to steal. Okay, robbery, we're going to add two elements to that. Trespassery, taking personal property of another by force or threat of force with intent to steal. So if you commit larceny by force or threat of force, it merges into robbery. Okay, the inchoate offenses are good examples of merger. For example, solicitation is a crime all by itself, but once you complete the solicitation, it merges into the target crime. So you solicit an undercover officer to buy cocaine, you are guilty of selling cocaine, not of solicitation. But if you solicit some friend to buy cocaine and they say no, you're still guilty of the crime of solicitation. Attempt. All attempt crimes merge, of course, into the target crime. So you can't be convicted, obviously, of attempted murder and murder. The one exception here is that conspiracy, of course, never merges into an offense. The defendant may be convicted of conspiracy and the target crime. One more thing about merger and jury instructions. The court may give a jury instruction on both the lesser and the greater offense. Repeat. The doctrine of merger, if we've got a defendant and they could be convicted of both offenses, the jury may be instructed on both. So, what does this mean? If the defendant is acquitted of the greater offense, they could be convicted of the lesser offense. So if the charge is murder and the lesser offense is voluntary manslaughter, if defendant is acquitted of murder, they can still be found guilty of voluntary manslaughter. All right, and that's it. Actually, voluntary manslaughter is a terrible example. Let's say misdemeanor manslaughter, because voluntary manslaughter is heat of passion, adequate provocation, no time to cool off. But we get the idea. Merger applies to jury instructions. The jury will be instructed on a lesser offense. If the defendant's acquitted on the greater, they might still be convicted of the lesser. And that's it for merger.